Welcome back, guys, to StabDominations channel. I've been asked to repost some attack videos as well after I did a long pause with my uploads and did the museum guide. Since that, I've actually developed a bit my museum artifact scanning a bit further, but now I haven't had chance to craft too many artifacts because I am sitting on 82,000 fragments and waiting for a museum campaign. That said, we are in a war and I'm about to do a war attack. Before I do, just proudly present, I just got this is my last factory troop upgrade at the moment. I haven't used the tactical helicopters for quite some time, but I just finished my infiltrators. So these are destroyer units and the Cold War maxed out version of it. I did it yesterday, so today is a good time to go ahead and test it out. So as you can see, it's a good war to have fun and test new troop compositions, and why not my freshly made infiltrators. As you can see, only 13 glory here, so probably pretty one-sided war. There is one strong base, number 1, with 2 defensive coalitions. We will leave that for tomorrow. Jeb, one of our strongest attackers, wanted to take on number 2, so I am taking number 3 today, husky99. So let's scout him out. So basically the destroyer unit attack I'm going to show you now, it's basically a maze layout destroyer or killer. So I've been testing it out for fun in regular attacks and against some of the friendly bases as well. So this is a level 257, very well upgraded base, so pretty strong layout to test out. But we will go ahead and see what we can do with our destroyer units, and there's not much to lose because the war will be probably pretty one-sided. And I have my offensive coalitions as well supporting me, so should be doable. I'm trying to do it without any troop tactics and to get a 5 stars. Let's see if it's doable or not. So my plan here is I have 7 decoys, and these are to because the main enemy against my, or the only enemy against my destroyer units are enemy spawning troops. So with the decoys I can take the focus away from my destroyer units and fly over with my planes as much as I can over the enemy troops. So let's see what we can do. So the main locations I'm afraid of are, of course, the town center, spawning either heavy artillery that we saw in some bases, or maybe even bazooka units. We don't really know. And of course the generals, luckily they're not too highly upgraded, but generals, special generals, because they are very hard to kill with strike fighters. And of course the spawning heavy tanks, these are always nasty because they can basically almost one-shot the destroyer unit, or 2-shot at least. And of course the spawning bazookas from the rocket arsenal are maybe even the biggest threat, and for that reason I have decided to take down the rocket arsenal right away without it spawning any bazooka units. So my plan is basically to drop 1 destroyer and run it at the rocket arsenal, then use blitzkrieg here on this area, and then drop the rest of my destroyers and army after that. So let's see what we can do. Will be fun for sure, because I haven't this is the first time I'm testing it out in a war anyway. So what I have here is 16 destroyers, a couple of heavy RPGs to clear out the outer buildings and move my way in. From Alliance Gate I also took heavy RPGs, and I have some coalition troops as well I can make a good use out of. And of course I have my troop tactics, some level 7 troop tactics if I really need to clear something at the end of the attack. Hopefully I will manage without. Let's see how we can do. I even got a heavy tank in the defense. That's fun. That said, I did lose my destroyer units. Luckily. But I guess it doesn't really matter, because by the time they were lost, the battle was over. Okay, that was it. Quick and painless. A bit careless maybe with my destroyer units. I think I lost a whole bunch of them due to the spawning heavy tank in the town center. I should have been a bit more expecting that. And of course we will have to retrain our forces. That's how it goes these days, so bear with me. A little advertisement for a random game. So let's see how we did. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty okay. During the test runs I was able to demolish some of the high developed Cold War raid spaces with like 1 minute and 25 seconds and so on. But of course war attacks are a bit trickier usually. So that was it. Hope you had fun. And especially good against heavy maze layouts, because these are tricky to tackle with heavy tanks and often with mixed army as well. So definitely worthwhile testing out for you guys as well. 1 minute 40 seconds. I think this base would have been pretty similar even with some defensive coalitions on, especially for example what doesn't matter at all if you have Egyptians coalition on, because it only gives a couple of hit points to the defensive structures, but the damage doesn't really matter at all. So hopefully you enjoyed, and see you again when I upload my next post. I'm not sure when it will happen, but hopefully soon. Cheers, have fun!